Hello Hunters, Autobot Dawson here, ready to roll out a very special video for you today. Something very personal to me, and that is letting you all know that I have accomplished something that I sought out to do a long time ago. I remember when one of the free title updates for Monster Hunter Rise base game came out, which uncapped the Hunter rank. Now keep in mind, Monster Hunter Rise is the first Monster Hunter game that I've actually played a significant amount of time. I was actually not a fan of the series until this one. I'm just a fan of fast-paced action gameplay, not to mention the addition of Palamutes was a huge selling point to me, as I am a dog owner myself and an avid lover of dogs. So that said, I was actually unaware of really the Hunter rank system and how deep it went until that update came out where they uncapped it. And in fact, the cap was then changed from like 7 or whatever it was to 999. That being said, that day I was just sort of joking around with my wife and I was like, one day I want to get to Hunter rank 999. And I did not expect it to be such a grind because, like I said, I hadn't played Monster Hunter in any serious form or fashion up until this title. I was unaware of just how long of a grind that actually would be. But today, you guys, that goal is achieved. We did reach Hunter rank 999, and we did achieve the title of the Monster Hunter. A simple title, but a title that absolutely lets people know exactly what kind of passion and time you have invested into this game. So today's video, more so than just an announcement that I am finally at Hunter rank 999, a goal that I very early on in the channel told you guys I had, but more so a retrospective video on Monster Hunter Rise as a game. I just wanted to sort of stand here with my 3 Palamutes, Annabeth, Willow, and Alex, and, briefly talk to you guys about my experience with the game, because I feel like this is a monumental moment for me in my journey in this game. I'm certainly far from done playing the game. We have more title updates coming, and I'm very excited to delve into those. But explain sort of why this game has such a special place in my heart. Originally I was going to do a script for this, but I decided it would be better if I just, talk through my feelings with you guys and let you all know about my feelings about Monster Hunter Rise. So, like I said originally, it's my first Monster Hunter game in terms of playing it for real, playing it for in any kind of long-term manner. It was actually a birthday present to me from my wife. She had no idea if I was or was not a fan of Monster Hunter, but as soon as she heard that Palamutes were being added to the game, she knew that I would have a lot of fun with that. And right away, as quick as I could, I got around to making all 3 of my Palamutes based on my real-life dogs. So you see there from left to right on your screens, we have Alex, Willow, and Annabeth there on the right. I absolutely love my dogs. I think of them as best friends. They've always been, a big help to me since I got into my adult life. I look forward to seeing them as soon as I get home from work. And with Monster Hunter Rise, it presented the opportunity to be able to sort of, in my own way, play video games and feel like they were playing them with me. A passion of mine made even greater by being able to share that experience with avatars that look like my dogs. And being able to take them into battle with me just was an amazing feeling. And I got hooked on Monster Hunter Rise because of that right from the very first hunt, right? Right when I took down my first Grey Dizuchi, at Village Rank and Hunter Rank 1, I remember just feeling awe-inspired about the fact that I could take my Palamutes with me. I immediately took up the dual blades weapon type and never really looked back. I tried a couple others, but I've always been a fan of dual wielding in games. We used to be a huge fan of Sword Art Online. It was very nostalgic anime for me. And once I found out that Kirito's voice actor, his English dub voice actor, was actually a voice option for your hunter, at first it just sounded familiar when I was going through there picking my character's voice, but then I looked it up, and sure enough, he is the voice actor. So that was sort of a dream come true as well, being able to have Kirito's voice. And at that point, I knew, obviously, if you've watched the show, I had to dual wield. So that sort of explains my initial interest in the game. It was a combination of primarily being able to play with my Palamutes, and secondarily, the sort of appeal of having Kirito's voice actor be my character's voice based on, the character that his looks and everything is based on myself, but being able to have that voice from my childhood in there and being able to dual wield and fight monsters alongside my pets just seemed like a dream concept. And I was hooked. And I remained hooked all the way up until this point. It's one of my two primary games that I play the most. And Monster Hunter Rise, I think, was just a phenomenal journey for me. Fighting through the initial Hunter ranks 1 through 7 and the initial Rise story was amazing. I loved the boss fights with Magnum Malo and Ibushi and Narwa. Later in the title updates with Valstrax and the All-Mother. Every single monster in the game was new to me because I had never seriously played a Monster Hunter game before. I remember in particular loving the Mizutsune, which I'm sure you can tell from my armor and weapon choice. I just thought the grace that the fight took place with, it really stuck with me. I love all the monster variety that's in the game, but Mizutsune really stuck with me and got me hooked on using water-based dual blades and fighting with a sort of water style, primarily. Now, I do want this to be a happy video because I am very happy today, but my Monster Hunter journey wouldn't really be complete without, telling you guys that unfortunately, before Sunbreak came out, I was probably Hunter rank around 200 or 300 when this took place. The puppy there on the right, Annabeth, she unfortunately passed away IRL way too soon, and it was extremely hard on me, and I did not take it well. I still, to this day, haven't taken it well because she was the first dog that me and my wife got together, and it was before we were married, and she just was really my best buddy. I mean, we hung out all the time, and for a while she was the only pup we had until we got Willow and then Alex shortly after. It was just extremely difficult for me because, like I said, I have a very, very close connection with my dogs. And if you're not a pet person and you're not one of those people that understands, how people can love a pet like a human, then that's fine. I'm not going to judge you for that. I just ask that you do the same with me, of course, because I am the complete opposite. I absolutely adore my pets. I think they're pure-hearted creatures, and they just always brighten my day, and they're always happy to see me. And it just sort of keeps me grounded as I'm tired from going to work. Those who may not know, I commute about an hour and a half to work one way, so a total of about 3 hours of a drive every day. So I usually leave early in the morning and get home rather late at night. And my dogs were something that I was very excited to see. My dogs, my metal band, and my video games were my primary escapes. And something that I was able to latch onto. And Monster Hunter is a huge part of that. When Annabeth passed away, it was devastating to me. But the writing on the wall and the light at the end of the tunnel, and this may sound silly to some, but it's absolutely true for me, and I hope you can understand how much it means to me. And I can't thank Capcom enough for including Palamutes in this game, because being able to still play Monster Hunter with Annabeth by my side, even using her on Body Recon and during hunts, really has helped me to cope with what happened, and it's helped me to remember her positively and honor her rather than just grieve. And it's helped me along greatly. And also, more importantly, you know, I can still feel like she's there with her sisters, Willow and Alex, as well. You know, she's there with her other Palamute buddies, and it really just means everything to me to be able to experience this game with all of them together, and that feeling that me and Anna can still, you know, play together and have fun together and have memories together. Anna's favorite game was Fetch, and so when Sunbreak came out and they added the Fetch option, it was heartwarming to me and brought a smile to my face. Willow and Alex have been amazing dogs as well, and they are still very healthy and very happy today. And losing Anna has made me cherish every moment with them even more so. And thanks to the fact that I play on Switch and can take my console on the go with me, when I'm unfortunately apart from my dogs, I can still feel like I'm there with them, thanks to Monster Hunter Rise. And that's an irreplaceable feeling. Feeling closer to Anna, Willow, and Alex with the game is something that not only increases my immersion into the Monster Hunter world, but dramatically increases my desire to play this game and grind to the goals that I aspire to, because I'm enjoying even the simplest activities as well as the most difficult activities equally, because I'm there with my buddies, with my friends. On to more gameplay-focused topics. The thing I love about Monster Hunter Rise, and that has really helped my investment into the game, is the combat. I think it's some of the smoothest action combat you can get anywhere. With Switch Skill Swap introduced into Sunbreak, it's one of the most advanced combat systems out there. It's really challenged me as a player, figuring out great dual blades combos, knowing when to use what move, knowing when to counter, knowing when to evade, knowing when to hit the big burst DPS moves, knowing when to combo and what combos to hit. There's just so much activity and mobility. The wirebug system is ingenious. It truly makes you feel like you have freedom over the map and over combat. And I think it's an unrivaled combat experience, seriously. I mean, it's addicting. You know, I've done every quest in this game, and that does not stop me from absolutely keeping up the grind. And it's part of what motivated me to get to Hunter Rank 999. You know, it was such a far off goal once I got to the upper 5 and 600s and realized, wow, this grind has really screeched to a halt, because now it's taking many quests to level up. And that was fine. I was still enjoying myself because of the fluidity of the combat and the memorable experiences that I could have in that combat. Not to mention armor investment, skill investment. So many stats you can min-max, so many stats you can search for. The talisman system may be flawed, but it does still provide incentive to come back daily and replay. And I think it's really something a lot of games could learn from. My only thing is, I wish Monster Hunter Rise was an ongoing game that would last forever, that would get updates forever. But I don't think that that's going to stop me from playing forever. And I know we're going to get updates all the way through 2023, which is very exciting. And you guys know I will be there here posting content on the channel in relation to it every single step of the way. And I gotta say, just retrospectively, you know, I don't want this video to drag on too long. My goal was to keep it under around 20 minutes. So it looks like I'm going to be able to pull that off here. To summarize, whether it be feeling closer to my dogs through the Palamute system, enjoying incredibly fluid combat, constant free updates and free event quests being added to the game, and just the general immersion of the world mixed with the grindy skill investment that is fun, rewarding, and directly tied to the monsters you're hunting. Monster Hunter Rise has created a one-of-a-kind experience for me. One that's definitely going to have me hooked on the Monster Hunter series in general, I think. And it's a game that I can't quit coming back to, you guys. I am beyond proud to be Hunter Rank 999. It may be a goal that others don't care about, but it's something that I specifically sought out to do a long time ago. Hundreds of hours of gameplay ago. And it's something that I'm happy to have achieved alongside Alex, Willow, and Annabeth, my trusty Palamutes. And I also want to thank you all, hunters. I got into the YouTube game really late into my Monster Hunter Rise adventure. I was already past Hunter Rank 600 or 700, I believe. But I'm so excited that you've been able to enjoy the content here with me. And I'm very excited to announce that I'll be live streaming Title Update 3 tomorrow night as well. So please tune into that. You guys, Monster Hunter Rise is a game I'm never going to forget. It's going to go down in my all-time greats for the memories that I've been able to share on here with my Palamutes and the incredible, one-of-a-kind combat experience. Thank you all so much for watching. This is Autobot Dawson, rolling out until next time.